And we're on the air with Noir106, week 1.
All right, is everyone here? Groom, Bond, you with me?
We're
With you.
here
All
on the
right,
job.
this is it. We're starting off another semester of DS-106 for everybody who's watching. I'm Martha Burtis. You can call me Burtis. We're going to introduce the class today and talk to you specifically about the first week of classes. What you need to get done this week. It's a lot. There will be a lot every week. Is that fair to say? Groom, Bond, jump in.
There.
Yes, heavy
Yeah.
duty.
This class is major. You can't just, wait until Sunday night and then phone it in with DS-106. You got to stay on top of it. You got to stay on top of it all week. And this week will get you started.
DS-106 is life, not one weekend.
That's right. DS-106 is for life. And by the end of the semester, hopefully you'll be for life.
It's like doing
If you're
time
not,
for 15 weeks.
say that again, Groom.
It's like doing time for 15 weeks.
It is a little like doing time for 15 weeks. But the good kind of time. The kind of doing time that you like.
If you're good.
If you're good. All right. I got the file here. DS-106. This is the noir version of DS-106. Let's start with week 1, shall we?
Absolutely.
Before we get started, Groom, Bond, anything you need to share?
I'm just wondering where Paul is right now.
Well, I'm out. I work in the field, and right now I'm off in the hills of Pennsylvania. So,
In the hills?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we need to get too bogged down in those details right now, Groom. All right. Let's just try to stick to what we're doing here this week.
I'm with you,
All
Bernie.
right.
Absolutely.
All right. First up in DS-106, you should have gotten an email from us last week explaining a very important aspect of the course, which is that you will be getting your own domain and web hosting. And you're going to be doing that through the University of Mary Washington's Domain of One's Own project. So the first thing you're going to do is choose a domain. Choosing a domain. What's in choosing a domain? What is a domain?
What
Anyone?
about the new Mac? I just thought about this. What about the new Jack?
Groom. Can we stay on topic here?
Absolutely.
Please.
Yeah, domain. I'm sorry.
Thank you. All right, domain.
That's like
What
your
is a domain?
URL, your address online.
It's like a web address, like google.com, right? That's a domain, except you can't have that one because Google has that one. So you need to pick a domain. You need to pick one that's available. You need to check and see if it's available. And then you need to go to umwdomains.com, log in with your university net ID and password. That is the same ID and password you use to log into Canvas, email, EagleNet, all of those systems. You log in, pop up a window, ask you to choose a domain. You choose your domain, all right? You check out. As soon as you're done, you have your web hosting too. So that's step 1. Pick a domain, register a domain, get web hosting.
Well explained, Bertus.
Thanks,
Big
Graham.
fan. Question.
Yeah.
What if someone already has a domain through UW Domains?
That's a very good question, Groom.
Thank you.
If you already have a domain through Domain of One's Own, don't fret. You can either use a blog you already have to blog for this class, or you can set up a subdomain and install another version of WordPress, another blog in that space. That will work. So if you have any questions about that, let us know. But it's pretty straightforward. Oh, one other thing, really important.
Yeah.
Right after you register domain, you're going to get an email, and it's going to ask you to verify that domain. And it's going to read like spam. Like you're going to read this email, and you're going to think you should delete it, but it's just spam. It doesn't matter. It matters. If you do not verify your domain in 2 weeks, your domain is history. No, it's not really history. It goes into limbo. Your site disappears. It's a big headache. You got to go through verification then. You're going to freak out. It'll probably happen on Sunday night. So don't wait. Just get it done. Good?
Good.
Yeah.
Step 2, you're going to install WordPress. I hope everybody knows what WordPress is.
What is
Do you think you
WordPress,
know what
Bertus?
WordPress is?
What is it?
WordPress is an open source blogging system. Allows you to maintain a website, a blog, all right?
Why the hell
And you're going
would
to
we need a
use
blog?
WordPress for this class. If you, that was in our email that went out last week. Part of DS-106 is narrating the process of your learning in this class and sharing your work publicly and openly so other people can view it and comment on it. All of that's going to happen through WordPress on your blog. Got it? All right.
Got it.
If you've used UMW blogs before, you've used WordPress. Same thing. This WordPress gives you even more control because you own it. All right? If you don't know WordPress, don't freak out. It's pretty easy. You guys think it's easy?
It's easy.
WordPress?
Absolutely.
Pretty easy.
And they can't use UMW blogs, though, right? Let's be clear. They have to use their own domain on UMW domains, right?
Oh, no. You may not use UMW blogs. You set up your own domain. You set up your own WordPress. That's part of this class. All right. We have documentation about WordPress in the email you'll be getting at the beginning of class on Monday. We will link to that documentation. It's a great resource. You should bookmark it. You should look at it often. All right. Step 3. You've set up your domain. You've installed WordPress. You need to register your site on the DS-106 website. What is that? What's the DS-106 website, Groom?
Bertus, I think the DS-106 website is the place where all of their work will aggregate for this particular class. It's basically the hub for the class DS-106.
It is. However,
DS106.us.
there's a little nuance to that. That is DS106.us. It's a really weird domain name, I know. Just go there. It is the main site for this whole crazy DS106 experience. We are not the only ones in this experience, right? Anybody out there in the world can play along with DS106 with us. Why would they do that? God only knows. But they do, and their work aggregates there as well. Now, for this class, we have another site. Bond, what's our other site?
Is noir106.us?
Bond, are you with us?
Yeah.
noir106.us, right. Because if you haven't noticed this class, this version of DS106, it's a little special. We're going to be interrogating the concept of noir. All right? Noir106.us is where you will generally go. DS106.us is the larger universe of DS106 where you're welcome to go. Is that a fair way of summarizing it? Both of you? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Go to DS106, register your blog. There are instructions in the email you're going to get. When you register your blog, make sure you choose the class that you're in, whether you're with Groom, Bond, or Bertus. Step 4, get yourself an avatar. For that, we use a system called Gravatar, gravatar.com. It's really simple. What's an avatar?
It's a
What's an avatar? Right there.
It's a version of you online as an image, an icon, should we
Like
say?
an icon. Yeah, that's good. It's like an icon. It's like a little photo imagey representation of you. Doesn't have to be your photo. Could be a picture of your cat. We don't care. Just has to be something, right? We're going to use that to identify you in all of our websites we're going to be using. So set up a Gravatar. Then you got to get set up on a bunch of social media. What social media do we have to get set up on, Groom?
Flickr.
Flickr, that's one. Bond, one. What else, Bond? SoundCloud, yes. Others?
Twitter?
Yes. Twitter, absolutely, definitely.
And we have a choice between Vimeo, YouTube. Those are probably the two big choices for the video.
For video sharing. The email you get from us will explain what you need to do with all of those various services. There are some special things you got to do. Like on Flickr, if you're new to it, you got to upload 5 photos before Flickr starts to make your photos public so the rest of us can see them. So upload 5 photos. I don't care what they're photos of. They can be photos of your cat or your dog or you, whatever.
Or your victims.
What victims? Groom, come on. Let's stay on task here, all right? All right.
Or maybe where Paul is, like a place like his environs.
Is there a reason why we're dwelling on where Paul is?
No, I'm just looking for
I'm
examples.
just out there.
Could teach through example.
Where Paul is between Paul and me.
All right.
All right?
That's fine. I'm just wondering
Right?
what it would look like. You don't have to be so mean.
All right.
See?
All right.
The bar goes black. Black as night.
That making. You done? You want to you want to do the rest of this? You prepared for that, Grim?
No.
Make some multimodal introductions. What does that mean? It means using Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, Flickr, whatever. Introduce yourself to the class. Share your introductions on your blog, all right, in a blog post. We've got a link in here about the best way to embed media in WordPress. Bond, talk to me about embedding media. Bond.
You set up a blog post. You would put in an image. You just insert an image in WordPress, and there's directions on how to do that. You can actually embed a video in your website from like YouTube. YouTube gives a code you can put in your WordPress, and then the video shows up in your blog post. That's how you embed media.
Bond,
SoundCloud is the same kind of thing.
Do you ever put a link? Would you do that? Would you just like a URL and not even link it? Would you do that?
No, you don't put the URL in there. You have to make the link active. There's a bit of code in there, or actually embed the media. But don't just say, "Here's my URL. Go there."
Can see it on a blog. Does that make sense?
No.
Everyone gets.
You're coming in and out.
Coming out.
Yeah, you're fading in and out.
You're darker than night sometimes, Bertus.
I'm darker than night?
Sometimes.
Well, maybe you should take it from here then.
On the Hangout.
So that's how you're going to embed your introductions in your blog posts.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
URL, but it's
Let's take a quick moment and just see how is it coming in for everyone, because you guys are coming in and out for me. Maybe that's just me though.
Okay.
I'm hearing everybody
in and out.
Okay. Maggie, are things coming in and out for you?
Yes, they've been in and out for me as well.
Okay.
All right. Well,
can you guys bear with me a second?
Yeah. We'll be okay because we're going to put this into a blog post as well as in this video, so all the content's going to be there. Room, is that your Chainsaw Massacre? Okay.
That's my freaking computer. Can you believe that?
Nice.
That's scary. Everyone who's watching, that is Groom's computer. Change.
Okay, now everything's gone quiet for me. So I'm going to continue. Do your introductions. There's several readings that you're going to have to do. There's 2 on noir. There's one by Paul Schrader, Notes on Film Noir. There's a chapter from James Naramore, More Than Night, the introduction, and we'll be giving you links to those. So read those to give you basically an overview of what noir is about. Along with that, we're going to ask you to look at a few examples of noir media, and there's reading, there is videos, there are audio shows, and you're going to pick like 5 or 6 from there to view. I'd recommend, going into multiple media. Don't do all videos, don't do all readings, but look them up. Nice with the noise there, Groom.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. How are you, Paul?
All right.
What happened to Bertus?
Oh, she checked out. Let's see if we can
What
invite
happened?
her back.
Is she gone? That's an inauspicious start to Noir 106.
Well,
Do you think she's all right?
well, we'll find out.
We will. Did she say anything about the new Jack yet? Did she
New
bring that
Jack?
up?
No, she hasn't talked about the new Jack. I think I got her back now.
Okay. Oh, hold on.
Did I miss anything?
Just Jim and his buzzer there.
How's it going, Groom?
So I told about the readings that we're going to be doing.
Thank you, Paul.
Trader,
I'm sorry about
Narrower.
that.
Yeah. And 5 or 6 from the list that we're going to provide. It's to give you an idea, an overview of what noir is, what it could be, what it can be considered.
Maybe we could just mute him. Could you just mute him? Maybe he could mime the rest of the video.
Yeah, so look at the readings. Then you're going to share an example, something you consider noir, and we're going to have a form that you can put that in.
We have a form on the website for you to suggest your own examples of noir.
Right.
And the last thing we're going to do at the end of the week, we're going to do this every week.
Every week.
It's called writing your weekly summary.
So the weekly summary is when you do all these projects, you're going to do various assignments, things during the week. You're going to blog about them. Your weekly summary is going to tie all those together. You're going to link either to your original media that you've created or to the blog post you've written it up. You're going to include all the stuff that you've done for the week, embedded or linked media, narrate the process, and your thoughts on the week. What did you get out of it? What did you learn? What surprised you? What was difficult? What was challenging? What was inspiring?
That's absolutely right. That's great. Thank you, Bond. It's a great summary of the weekly post. We cannot emphasize enough how important these posts are, right? This
Right.
is how we know what you've done for the week. If you don't do it well, that's not good. If you forget to turn it in, that's not good. If you try to turn it in late, that's not good. No exceptions, no late work. You get these in by midnight every Sunday. Now, if you're in Paul's section and my section, you submit the URL of that post in Canvas. If you're in Jim's section, you submit it to him and he puts it in a paper shredder or something that's going on in his, I don't know what's going on. He's gone. I don't blame him. I couldn't live with that. Those weekly summaries are very, very important. All right.
Yeah, that's how we know you've done your stuff. That's your case report for the week, summarizing your investigations.
I hold in my hand here the weekly email. You're going to be getting this tomorrow. It's a summary of everything we've talked about here today. You need to read it completely after you watch this video. If you have questions, you contact your instructor, Groom, Bond, Burtis. You get started as soon as you can. You work all week. If you wait till Sunday night, you will be in trouble. I can tell the Groom is still having some kind of trouble there. It's not looking good, is it? All right. So, I think that's about it for today. Is there anything else? Are we
New
good?
Jack.
Welcome to DS 106.
What was that? What was that?
Welcome to
New
DS
Jack.
106.
What did Bob
Although,
say?
what about the new Jack?
Yeah.
Maybe the new Jack?
Right. Okay, we do have another introduction to make. You might have noticed there is a fourth person who's been joining us for this hangout. Black, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Everyone, this is Maggie Black. she's going to be joining she's going to be joining us for DS106 this semester. Black works, and this is important, Black works at a center that I run at the University of Mary Washington. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the center, Black?
Yeah, it's the Digital Knowledge Center. It can be found in the ITCC or Convergence Center on campus in room 408, where myself, along with many other tutors, are available to help students with things such as domains, WordPress, image editing, video editing, all kinds of stuff for your digital needs, which can be super helpful for this class because I've looked at the syllabus that you guys have and all the things you're going to be doing, and you're going to be using a lot of new programs and all kinds of stuff, and it can be really confusing and difficult, but we're definitely here to help. And if you have any questions specifically for this class, you can reach me on Twitter at DKCTutorMaggie.
Thanks, Black. That's a great introduction to the center and to you. The Digital Knowledge Center, all it is tutoring center. That's it. It's a place you can come on campus. You can get help. We're working on putting together a way to do online tutoring as well for those of you who maybe can't make it to campus as easily. We'll have more information about that as the semester progresses. But that's it. That's all the Digital Knowledge Center is just this really great tutoring center for digital projects. And all Black is one of our tutors. Okay? No questions about that, right?
That's
all right.
all it is.
That's all we're doing here. So I guess we're going to wrap up this first video. Black set a good example here, sharing her Twitter handle. I'm Bertus. You can find me at mbertus on Twitter once you get yourself set up. Bond, Groom, you want to introduce yourselves?
I'm PHB256 on Twitter and Gmail.
I'm at Jim Groom, JIMGROOM, on Twitter, and jimgroom@gmail.com.
Not really sure what's going on there, but thank you all for joining us. We can't wait to get started on DS106. Welcome. Get to work.
Get to work. DS106 is going to be a blast.
For life.
For life.
For life. All right.